what will it require to get you to a 10?
Well, one, in the profession, you have to be on top of your game, increase your knowledge, keep in touch with new developments. I have my private office, so you have to manage the business part. So you have to be top in your clinical skills and at the same time manage your business so it can be financially successful.
So increasing your clinical skills, is that what you're saying?
Yes, increasing your clientele.
Okay, that's one thing. Fantastic. Yeah. Give us something else.
Well, procrastination, again, as you mentioned.
That's a big disease in the
something
room.
It's a disease you have to.
Can I ask you a question? Now, this is just
yeah.
my own personal, just want to be nosy. What do you procrastinate on?
Well, just that you have to do things and
See,
you figure.
that right there, that's the answer right there.
You do it next day.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Instead of doing it at a time.
That's what they said.
You leave it for another time and then things accumulate on you and then you get,
finally,
you get more pressured.
And finally, what is the last thing or one of the other things that you would say would help increase your rate to a 10?
Well, as I said, if you increase your clinical skills, you increase your clientele, so you become better at what you do. And in the process, you feel good about yourself, more confident in whatever field you're in. Yeah.
Please give a round of applause. All right. Let's move on to the next. All right. You can just hold that mic for me over there. How we doing on time? Thank you, sir. Gave me a sign. If you practice this daily, ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee you your performance will go up. Now, you get your performance up. How do I become a legacy-driven leader? How do I become one of those leaders? Here's a question. What does the word legacy even mean? What does it mean? Anybody? See, we love to throw words out. What does it mean? What does legacy mean? Somebody. Something by which you can be remembered. That's one definition. Anyone else? Legacy. Legacy. Creating a pathway. Legacy. Reputation. Here's what it means, folks. Write this down. Something passed down from the past or given from the past. Something passed down from the past or given from the past. All right, Jonathan, go for it. You got 15 minutes left. What does that mean for us? My goal for today is to leave a legacy with you. Jonathan, that's impossible. I'm thinking legacy is like 20, 30, 40 years. No, tomorrow will make today the past. So what I tell you today becomes my legacy tomorrow. I'll give you an example. My son FaceTimed me. He's 9 years old, Jonathan Edward Edison Jr. He said, Dad, did you make the reservations for my birthday party? I said, oh, man. He said, don't you say you forgot. I said, I'm going to do it right now. What is my son, 9 years old, giving me? He's giving me what I've given him, a legacy of how to operate. You know what he told me before he hung up the phone? He said, do it right, Dad, or don't do it at all. Boy, what? But that's what I've taught him. That's my legacy for him. Do you see that? So, write this word down, please. If you don't know how to spell it, I just learned how to spell it. We can do it together. It's called scuttlebutt. Oh, yeah, I go to Harvard, I told you. Scuttlebutt, S-C, thank you, U-T-T-L-E-B-U-T-T. Woo! Crimson in the building. Here's my question, folks. What is the scuttlebutt about you in your credit union and even your household? Jonathan, what does scuttlebutt mean? I'm glad you asked. It means, man, I just said, boy. Yeah, I know. He was asleep. It means what is being said about your reputation, your legacy when you leave the room. What's the conversation when you leave the room? What is the scuttlebutt about you as a leader when you leave the room? You got your hand up? That's a rhetorical question. That's R-H-E. No, I'm just kidding. What is the scuttlebutt about you? What do people say when you leave the room? What's the scuttlebutt? All right, Jonathan, let's get back to legacy. So in order to be a legacy-driven leader, you have to know what the scuttlebutt is. When you leave the room, do they say, ooh, I'm going to bust her head next time she opens her mouth? Do they say that? Oh, I'm going to set his car on fire. I hate him. Do they say that? Huh? Oh, she said you don't know you left the room. Exactly. So it's our job to make sure that the scuttlebutt is up here. How do we do that? Being a 100-degree, or some people call it 360-degree, but I call it a transformational leader. That no matter if they like you or don't like you, they walk away saying, ooh, she got it going on. It don't even matter. Because you got it going on that much as a leader, not as a person. So let's talk about what that looks like, being a transformational leader, so you can leave a legacy, so the scuttlebutt about you is up here, no matter if they don't like your shoe size or your eyeglass size or what shirt you got on or you wore a pink tie today. It doesn't matter. All that matters is you get the job done and they know it. How do you do that? Here's how you do it. Here's the last point. Transformational leadership, please put that down. Transformational leadership, I'll show it to you. This is the book I wrote on it. Transformational leadership, how to create a legacy, how to get people, watch this, to perform at their highest level and you fade to black. See, transformational leadership is not about you waving your flag, talking about how fantastic you are. Transformational leadership is backing up, letting other people wave the flag and pointing back to you and saying, man, if not for her, if not for him, we wouldn't be champions within our credit union. Here's the last example. 4 years ago, I signed my son up for flag football. You familiar with that? Flag football? Got flags on your hips, you snatch it, play is dead. My son was 4 years old at the time. They sent an email and said, games start in 2 weeks, and we need coaches. I looked at the email and said, wow, they need a coach. Delete. I wasn't interested. I'm busy. They sent another email. If we don't get a coach, we won't play. I said, man, that's awful. Delete. I wasn't interested. They sent a final email. Please. You're going to have to tell your kids can't do it. I said, man, they're not going to be able to play? My son's been looking forward to that. Delete. Don't want to do it. Finally, they sent a final email. I said, okay, fine. I'll do it. Here's what you got to watch, folks. You'll have moments in your life when your body is there, but your heart isn't in it. So when you go back to your credit union, in order for you to be a transformational leader, your heart has to be in it. That's why I made the point. If you don't love what you do, quit. Drive an Uber. You heard of Uber? Work at Walmart. You got a Walmart where you from? Walmart out there? Yeah? No? What's out there? Don't do this if you don't love it. You know why that's so important? Because you're dealing with families, you're dealing with lives, you're dealing with human beings who are coming in needing your service. They need you. When my credit score was a 460, I needed a credit union to help resurrect my life. And I married this lady at the credit union. She wasn't my wife, she was my credit union wife. She said, I'm going to pull your credit and help you fix it. I said, oh, I love you. She took my credit and said, look, you got some money? I said, yeah. She said, give me the money. That's what a wife does. Give me the money. Took the money, put the money into an account, then put some money over in another account. Then this account was paying this account, and this account was paying into that account. Meanwhile, my credit score went up 150 points. Credit union. I needed her. People let me tell you, they need you. But in order to get the service to them, you got to be a transformational leader. It's mandatory. So here's the next step. My heart wasn't in it. The kids showed up. I looked at the other set of kids. I said, oh, they don't look that tough. Here, y'all put y'all flags on. Let's play. The guy blew the whistle. All I heard was, touchdown, other team. Touchdown, other team. Touchdown. Then the parents were like, well, what's going on? It was halftime. You know what I heard? Touchdown. They were scoring at halftime. I was like, I ain't never seen nothing. We lost 35-0. Here was the kicker, Eric. All the parents looking at me. I looked back at them and said, y'all didn't sign up. Y'all hit delete too. But let me tell you something about me, and that's something I absolutely know about you, or you wouldn't be sitting in this room. You would not have made the flight. You wouldn't have came near this way. You wouldn't have checked into the hotel. You wouldn't have walked down and did all this stuff and made it here, got dressed, fixed your wig, put another wig on top of another wig, fix your eyebrows, freshen yourself up, shaved a little bit of your stuff, shave this down, put some fake eyes in and put one eye that wasn't working, fix that eye, and then come down here to sit in these seats. I know something about you. I know you don't like to lose. How many of you don't like to lose? Man, I'm talking about that kind of I don't like to lose. I'm at the light, and somebody pulls up on me at the light, and they try to pull up on me, and I'm like, brother, no, not tonight. How many of you have done that before? You know you crazy. Like, no, you only going to work. What are you doing? You about to call? No, you can't get past me. I don't like to lose. And because I didn't like to lose, I huddled everybody up. I told all the parents, get to my field. We're having a practice. And I set up the cones, and I said, we're going to practice until we get it right. Because I'm a transformational leader. I don't like to lose. I like to get it done. G-I-D, get it done. That's what I like to do. So the little kid walked up. He had a mohawk. I talk about him in the book. His name is Desmond. Desmond walked up. Didn't have any teeth in his mouth. And he was talking to me like this, hey, Coach, how you doing, Coach? Nice to see you, Coach. I was like, hey, Desmond. He was like, hey, Coach, I'm ready, Coach. I want to win, Coach. I said, you want to win, son? Because Coach don't like to lose. I want to win, Coach. I want to win. I said, okay.